Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Keeping It Real with San. If I can even say that, because even though my channel is not really called Keeping It Real with San anymore, but it's now my name. But the podcast side of things, I believe, is still Keeping It Real with San. So I had to take the time to say thank you for tuning into this video. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for always seeing the need to click on that button to watch these videos or touch the screen in order to watch these videos. I appreciate that. And it always reminds me that, my content is going somewhere and it's impacting somebody. Even if it's just one person, it makes all the difference in the world. And I can say that's a job well done. But yeah, decided to switch it up. As you can see, you can actually now fully see my room because where my previous setup had me feeling very caged because I just had to keep angling the camera in a specific way, sit in a specific direction to ensure that, what was showing was what I wanted to show. But then at the same time, it felt very boxy type, felt very cagey, and it was quite bland, like the background and the scenery was bland. Not to say that this background is better, but at least there's a bit more to capture you guys' attention and a little something for the eyes to wander on and look at, But I didn't really have a topic, specific desire or purpose for this podcast or this video, but I just felt the need to make a video. And once I felt the need to make a video, there's this conversation that me and my girlfriend always have a lot from time to time, and it just popped up, it popped in my head, and I was like, you know what, since we always have this conversation so much, I wonder who else feels the same or relates to these conversations that we're always having, and that's friendship. We're always talking about friends, reevaluating friends, and just talking about where each party stands with regards to friendships and relationships and how they feel about it and etc. And on her side, she doesn't have that many friends. Or yeah, she feels like she doesn't have that many friends. And she's always talking about it. She's like, I always wonder at times why I don't have so many friends or I don't have so many people by me. Is it because I'm the problem, or is there something about me that just pushes people away or makes people not want to engage in and interact with me that much and stuff like that? Because she always compares her friendship to mine. She's like, for you, for example, you have quite a lot of friends, a lot of brothers, both biologically and friendship brothers. And you just have people that genuinely support you, love you, care about you, and just want to see the best for you. And that's true from what we know, but you never really know someone's intentions. There's always be snakes out here slithering in the grass and you will never see them coming. But from what we see and from what I understand of the people that I have in my life as friends, they really great people. They're amazing people, and I'm always thankful and feeling blessed to have those people in my life. And she says, for example, on her side, she can never really feel the same. She can never feel like she has a lot of people that want the best for her, want to support her, or are all these great things that friends are supposed to be. And it always leaves her questioning herself and reevaluating her as a person. What is the cause for such things? And I always tell her, sometimes the universe puts you in specific situations and environments and circumstances because that's something that it wants you to learn from it, or maybe it's just protecting you from the people that are out there. I always tell her maybe it's a blessing rather than a curse. Maybe there's some people that you would have been friends with that the universe is really protecting you from and just preventing all those negative force and stuff from entering your life. But besides that, a lot of our friendships, they never really reciprocal. Like, she's a very caring, loving person, and she always wants the best for the people that she has in her life and the friends and relationships that she have. And sometimes it gets to a point where it becomes a little one-sided. Well, from my point of view, sometimes her friendships seem a little one-sided, where she's the one that's like, going the extra mile, doing all of this, being there and whatnot, and etc. It's like basically always initiating things. Let me say that. There are also like friends that she have that really just also, genuinely try to hold it down for her. Sometimes never works out. That's the thing about friendship. There's never a guarantee that it's gonna work out. The person you might be best friends with today could be non-existent in your life tomorrow, as well as you can be non-existent in theirs the next day. So it's always changing. It's always uncertain. Like every other relationship, it's always uncertain. Even romantical relationships, there's never a strong certainty there. What you picture or what you want for the vision, like the vision you have for the future, is exactly what it's gonna be. So yeah, she always tends to be the one that goes the extra mile. And I sometimes be like, yo, this thing is giving me like, oh, one-sided vibes. Sometimes she'll like brush off, like, no, I don't see it. Maybe just overthinking it. And then sometimes she'll agree with me. She'll step back and reevaluate things and be like, you know what? I think you're right. I think you're onto something. And we just talk about it and things like that. So we always talking a lot about friendships, because I'm a firm believer of always reevaluating the people that you have in your life and reevaluating the people that you have around you, because they have a huge impact on who you are as a person, where you go, the direction of your life, and what the future might be. As a famous saying goes, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. So I always tell her to reevaluate the people around her, just as much as I always do so too. And we just have conversations about it. And sometimes I also feel like there's some friendships that as well on my side can seem a little one-sided, or seem like I'm always the one that's initiating or going the extra mile, and someone is just meeting you at the destination rather than meeting you halfway. So that kind of thing always makes me like have a little side eye towards the situation. But I agree, not everybody's in the same position as you. Not everybody's in the same opportunities that you might have to do certain things and be a certain type of way, and all these things. As individuals, we are all naturally different. We all have different thought processes, different ways of expressing our cares and loves for people. So we always try to keep that in the back of our head. But the reason I wanted to create this video was to tell people that no amount of friends should determine your value. Never place the value of you as an individual in the amount of friends that you have around you. Because we always see people that have like a whole squad. For me, I don't have a squad. Well, at least here I don't have a squad. It's never just a group of friends that I'm always around, I'm always chilling with. Majority of the time I'm with my girlfriend. That's my squad. She's my squad, and she is majority of the time the person that I am around a lot. Obviously a good 99%. So because I firmly believe that what you see externally is not always what it is. You might see people around a group of people, around a group of friends, and just seem like, wow, they really got their shit down. They have so many friends, they're all laughing, they're all chilling, and it's like it's a vibe. But you never really know behind closed doors what's really happening. Some friends on the outside, they're like perfect friends, they have this great friendship, but behind the scenes they like totally hate each other. They're always speaking ill of each other behind their backs and etc. and things like that. So never look at someone else's life and always feel like you crave or desire what they have, because you never really know what they have is going to do what to them and how it's impacting them in the present and as well as in the future, like what it's going to do to them tomorrow. So friends is like always a tricky topic, and it's always something that I constantly have in my head because, as people, we're naturally social beings. We always naturally want to feel a sense of belonging. We always naturally want to feel like, we have our people. We have people that we can confide in. We have people that see us. We have people that, not necessarily praise us, but for lack of better words, praise us, always try to put us higher than what we really are. But, it's always dangerous because, like I said, you can never control what the next person wants to do to you or has plans to do to you. Because, there's a saying of like, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. So you might think someone is a friend, but they're just simply keeping you close as an enemy because they see the potential you have. They see what you can be tomorrow. They see what's coming in your life, and they either don't want it, they don't respect it, or they're not supportive of it. So how can I prevent that or cause destruction towards that? Be present, distract them from the long-term goal, distract them from the destination, make them lose themselves in the process, make them lose themselves in the journey so that they never arrive where they truly supposed to arrive, And that's the same thing that I always tell my girlfriend, that maybe you not having so many friends is because it's the people that are gonna prevent you from being who you want to be and arriving at the destination that you meant to arrive. And we always make reference to a lot of entrepreneurs because a lot of entrepreneurs always express how they don't have friends or they have very few friends, but not only entrepreneurs, but also successful people. A lot of successful people always say they don't have friends. Well, Kobe Bryant was one of them. I don't know how true that was, but he said, I have zero friends, none. And a lot of other entrepreneurs also say, I don't have friends, or I don't have a group of people that I can say are my friends. I might know people, might have networks with certain people, a relationship with certain people, but I wouldn't give them the status of friendship, because that's a different level from knowing someone and someone actually being your friend. So, that's the type of thing that we always try to keep in the back of our heads, Obuti. Maybe the limiting friendships is just exactly that. You striving for a specific goal, you striving for a specific destination, and God or the universe or whatever higher power you believe in and have a name for is trying to protect you from, the distractions, the curves, the taking the different routes, the people hindering your journey, basically. Because friendship, as much as it can be an amazing thing, it can also be baggage. It can really be baggage in the sense of having people that hold you back or have people that cloud your sense of judgment, which is why I always say, like, some things you need to hold back on speaking to your friends about. I know a lot of people say, oh, anything that happens in my life, if this goes down, so if I feel like this, I always know I can go talk to so-and-so, I can always go talk to this person and that person, and they'll always give me the best advice. But sometimes a person cannot always give you the best advice because they're not you. They're not living that specific moment. They're not living that specific, situation or scenario that you're in. They're only going to understand it from the picture that you paint to them, and they're only going to understand it from what they witness as people that are in your lives from time to time. So, some things you gotta withhold, some things you gotta keep to yourself, some things you gotta figure out for yourself, because having friends can create a lot of sense of dependency, and having a lot of dependency can cause you to lose touch with you as a person because, you can't function without so-and-so's approval. You cannot function without so-and-so's, input. And a lot of people I know, they say, if so-and-so is not here, I'm not going there. So-and-so wouldn't do this, I'm not doing this. Then it's like, are you really living as yourself, or are you now just living as so-and-so? So as much as friendships can be the most beautiful, amazing thing that can happen in our lives, it can also be the very same thing that, prevents us from reaching the destination that we were meant to reach or becoming the people that we were destined to become. So with this initial conversation or topic, I just wanted to, really express about if you feel like you don't have a lot of friends, or if you feel like you don't have friends of value, or if you feel like, you have too many friends. You know, it's never a thing that you should be bothered by, but you should always be wary of the people that you keep around you, and you should always be wary of the people that you give the status and the brand and the name of friendship, because that gives them key to a lot of gates in your life. And once they have those keys, they can do just about anything they're willing to do, and you might never even see it coming. So, moral of the story is never place your value as an individual on who you know, how many people you know, and the people and relationships that you have around you. Because, yes, it might reflect who you are as a person, but at the same time, it might not. Because I've seen a lot of people that are very different when they're outside that specific group of friends. I've seen people that are very different when they're by themselves. You're like, wow, I never would have guessed it. So and so is like this. Never in a million years, you know? So friendships are always tricky, guys. And I just firmly believe that we should always be conscious, present in our friendships and the people that we have around us, and never place our value in the people that we have around us, because that's giving them power over our own lives, that's giving them power over ourselves. But that's just what I wanted to share, and that's just a thought process that came into my head. If you enjoyed it, relate to it, like it, please be sure to subscribe, like the video, or not, it's okay, but share. That's all that I care about, is people receiving the content that they meant to receive, and having something that, you know, might spark a specific thought process, or might spark a specific interpretation in regards to certain things. So if you find something dope or genuine, share it with the people that you care about, you know, and you never know what impact you might have on them. So with that said, as always, peace and love, guys. Stay blessed.